It's not wrong to plan. And it's not wrong to want to excel at your job. It's not wrong to want to exceed. It's not wrong to have. These things are not wrong. In fact, the book of Proverbs is filled with instruction about this, about how the wise man does prepare and the wise man does plan and the wise man works hard. But it is wrong to live as if you are in control, as if you are the one who decides, as if you are self-sufficient, as if you are dependent on nothing. Who gives you breath? Who tells your heart to beat? You don't do that. Who determined that you would be born here and not in Syria? Who determined that you would be born in the 21st century as opposed to living in the dark ages? Who determined that? And James is calling us here to some humility. You can plan, you can work hard, but you really have no idea genuinely what tomorrow will bring. You don't. But pride tells me otherwise. Pride tells me, all by myself, this was me, look what I've done. It tells me I'm the ultimate authority. It tells me, without recognizing God's self-sustaining every day, the rain that He gives, the minerals, the materials we mine from the earth and develop, all of those things are His. The intellect, the will, the able bodies, all of that is His gift. But we look over that. Pride tells me this is all me. Pride allows me to overlook all the people that poured their lives into me. The grace and the mercy over and over again. Second chances, third chances, fourth chances. Pride tells me it's all me. And so James gives us a warning. You are not in control, and let that be a reality check. Pride tells me I'm the ultimate authority. It pushes me to live and act as if I'll live forever. It pushes me to think that I'm the only person I'll ever answer to is me. Now we're at the pinnacle of achievement, the pinnacle of education and technology. I was reading this week, in preparation for this, I started thinking about like the arrogance of thinking what we know and you know, the pinnacle of human achievement. So I was reading this week about medical practices that are roughly 100 years old and how insane they were. But at the time, they were cutting edge. This was the pinnacle of human achievement. Just over 100 years ago, children's soothing syrups were a big deal. So that the stressed out 19th century mother could use these soothing syrups for the terrible twos. They were carefully formulated with the most advanced ingredients, and they helped with temperament. The thing about these soothing syrups was they contained morphine and heroin and cannabis. And some of them were mixed together. It's no wonder your child all of a sudden went to bed, right? I think I've seen some of this soothing syrup in Cherie's desk. I'm not going to say, but I think so. Additionally, 19th century remedy for cough. It was actually produced by the company that became Bayer. It was heroin. They used heroin to suppress cough. As late as the 1950s and 60s, when thin really began to be in, and when you really began to have this pressure to kind of have this summer beach body, a popular cutting-edge diet pill contained amphetamines. This is what people used. It's crazy. And we look back and we think, wow, that's so crazy. How arrogant, how mistaken, right? I wonder what cutting-edge practices will be deemed barbaric 100 years from now. But yet we see the mistakes of history, we see the advancements, and yet we still think, in this time, in this place, we know what we know. We have reached the pinnacle of human achievement. We live and act as if we have all knowledge, as if we control the beginning and end of life, denying and even suppressing how much we really don't know, how much of our lives is really a mystery. You don't know what tomorrow will bring, James says. You don't know. Yet we try to act like we do. We act as if we have all knowledge. We live as if there is only today. It is interesting, in general, our culture does not have a category for eternity. We live for the here and now. We think that this is all there is, and so if it is about the here and now, then of course, you know, the cliche bumper sticker that people still live by. That he who dies with the most toys wins. You live for now. You make decisions for now because this is all there is, because we do not have a category for eternity. But it isn't all there is. And James says to the contrary, what is your life? For you are a mist or a vapor, a fog, appears for a little time and then vanishes.